Hi, I'm Julie. Thanks for joining me for my halfway through the month update on my pre-retirement practice budget. So I'm going to retire before my husband. I hope to retire when I'm 56. And so what I'm doing is practicing living without my paycheck. I am self-employed. I own a Montessori childcare, but I have a pretty stable amount of income. At least I know, like, usually for the whole year, what I'll be making each month, although it can vary and does from year to year. So I do have a video explaining more about this goal of not spending my income, and I'll put it in the card above. I'm just going to tell you how I'm doing so far. So let's break it down category by category. So instead of spending any of my paycheck this month, my plan was to spend 6% on extra charitable giving. So we have our regular giving, our church giving and other regular giving, but this is 6% above that. And so far this month, I did a $50 to GoFundMe of a very good friend of a friend of mine, and so I feel really good that it was legitimate, the need. And I do like to just budget a little money now that I can. Definitely couldn't always do that. Now that I can, budget for the spontaneous giving. If your niece wants to be sponsored for something, or the neighbor child comes and asks you to sponsor them in a 5K run at school or something, I like to have that money. So this is a little extra this month I put towards that. So I do have more to give, so we'll probably wait till the end of the month to see if there's any of that spontaneous type of giving, and then I'll give to one of my favorite nonprofits. I'd love to know what your favorite nonprofits are in the comments. Let me know. Okay, and then 19% to long-term savings. And so what I did to set myself up for success was to just straight away put that 19% of my paycheck into our house savings account, house maintenance savings account, and my car emergency account, and then my loss of income emergency account. Is it just four? Oh, and my health medical account. So I just put that 19% straight away into those different checking accounts. At my credit union, it's really easy to open checking accounts and have like envelopes within the account. So I just put that money out of my spending checking account right away, so I just wouldn't see it. And I hope it will just stay there. That's the plan. So we won't have to go back and take any out until there's an emergency. Okay, for my extra investing, I decided to put all of that into my Roth IRA. I have an employer IRA, because I'm the owner, operator, and so that's for myself and my employees to give into. But then I also have a Roth IRA, but that's just with one of the big, brokerage houses, and I have that in an index fund. So that was above the 15% that I put in my traditional IRA every month. And I like having a Roth IRA because it grows tax-free, and then will help us keep our taxable income lower in retirement. And I just heard a really good saying the other day on Bigger Pockets. They said, put your risk in your Roth. That way, if you're into individual stocks, let me know if you are in the comments. If you are into individual stocks and you get, strike it, I won't say lucky, because, people research their stocks. And so let's say, you really had one of your stocks go maybe even better than expected, and it just goes way, way, way up. You'd want that to be in your Roth, because that's growing tax-free, and you don't have to be taxed when you pull the Roth money out. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. That's just my understanding, and you need to research that yourself. But you knew that, but I'm just saying that for the YouTube gods. All right, and then we do not like to take out car loans, but we did take out a car loan when a tree fell on my car and totaled it. You know how insurance works. You get some money, but not enough to actually replace the car with a truly equal car. Especially this was when car prices were still very high from COVID. But I have less than $6,000 on the car loan. I really want to get it paid off by like June. We'll see how that goes, but I did put some extra money to pay off that car loan. as soon as possible. All right, this was really big. We've never put this much money in our Get Busy Living or Get Busy Dying account. We basically use that for, like, maybe if we wanted some expensive tickets that we couldn't work into our monthly budget, or wanted to like invite a lot of people, you know, on our dime to go do something fun, that would be in our Get Busy Living or Get Busy Dying account. If you know what movie that's a quote from, let me know in the comments, but it's more fun to say that than, you know, the fun money account or whatever. So that's just what we call it. But mainly that'll be for travel. And anyway, so that was a huge amount to put in my attempt not to spend any of my paycheck. Of course, it will eventually get spent, but it proves that I don't need it this month, and that's optional. So we're planning a trip to Asia. We haven't decided on what country. I'm hoping that'll happen in the next 3 years. We'll see how our saving goes. If you have been to Asia or live in Asia, I'd love to hear your suggestions. We're thinking Thailand or Bali or Japan, but open to suggestions. So anyway, we put that 45% into the Get Busy Living or Get Busy Dying fund. All right, if you're still watching my video, will you please take a second to hit the like button? It really helps people find this video. As I discussed in my first video about this month living without my paycheck, that's a lot to be able to not spend 98% of my paycheck, and a lot of the reason we're able to do that is my husband got a lot of extra off-contract work. He's a public school teacher, so his paycheck was almost 20% more than normal, so that offset it a bit. I don't expect to be able to do as well next month, and we'll see whether I can truly not touch any of that money that I put into savings by the end of the month. But I'm hoping that will be the case, and because I'm doing a no spend, no buy month, I'm hoping that our normal budget categories will all be lower and that I'll actually get that 2% somewhere, because I know I still budgeted my normal guilt-free spending for Julie money. All right, so that is how I'm doing so far. Hopefully that's how I'll do the rest of the month, but do subscribe if you want to see my full month report of 1 month of only spending 2% of my paycheck, and it is a great challenge. All right, here is a video YouTube thinks you should watch, and here's a video I think you might enjoy. All right, take care, and I hope to see you in the comments.